Hey, I'm just saying. Like I remember when Randall Cunningham was anyway.
This ain't got nothing to do with race.
Not making
I'm
it
just
racial.
saying, we talk about football every weekend.
Uh-huh.
You ain't never ball up Jalen Hurts.
I mean, he just asked me. It asked me like I was just telling him like I don't really have a team I follow. I might follow players that I might root for. I like an underdog, and to me,
I don't know.
Jalen Hurts became an underdog player.
What?
Like huh?
How's he underdog?
Man, everybody, he get criticized every week. Oh, he can't throw the ball. Oh, it's his fault they losing.
No, he don't.
Yes,
they talk about the offensive coordinator when they talk about. When do you ever talk about the offensive coordinator? Never. They talk about the offensive coordinator when they talk about Jalen Hurts.
They really do.
You think so?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
If you want to go back to his college days,
that's recently biased.
If you want to go back to his college days, they said something about.
I'm talking about from his college days up until he won the Super Bowl.
I mean,
he gets criticism. It seemed like he took a fair share of criticism up until the point he won the Super Bowl.
I think Lamar Jackson took more and still takes more than him though.
He does.
Yeah, but, you think so?
Hold on. Stop. Start video, Tyler. Start video.
It's already started. Just keep going. I heard it started.
You already started? You already hit record?
Yeah, it was. We just already talking. I just hit record.
Oh, okay. So let's take it back just a little bit. Let's set this up. You trying to tell me that Jalen Hurts is taking more criticism than Lamar Jackson? I'm talking to you, Lou.
Maybe in recent years, sir. Up until the point
it's only been like 5 years.
Huh?
It's only been 5 years.
I'm entitled to my opinion, just like you all are entitled to y'all.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
Like people say that Jalen can't. Nobody say Jalen. Nobody say Lamar can't throw a ball.
Yes, they
like,
they say that all the time.
Lamar is like what for like maybe like the last 3 years he's leading the league until this year MVP every year.
Mm-hmm. Deserved it.
Mm-hmm. Now they definitely deserve it. He be my MVP. I love watching him play. I think he's elite level thrower of the ball, elite level runner of the ball, underrated in far as how he processes and sees the field. All those things.
I think he's led the league in QBR last 2 years.
Yeah.
I ain't got a problem with Lamar Jackson. I think he's the baddest man out there. If you ask me, I know a lot of people be on this the Buffalo guy.
Not me.
But
don't get me started on that, man.
The quarterback in Buffalo is Lamar. If I had to choose them, I'm taking Lamar 10 times out of 10 times. You know, not to say that the Buffalo guy, he's good. Josh Allen, I'm sorry, I had to brain freeze there for a second. He's a good player. He's a good player. You know, he's physical. He don't shrink in big moments or whatever. But I don't think he's as good as Lamar. And to be honest, he won the MVP. I think Lamar should have won it.
I just better ask you that. Who should have won MVP last year?
Like, in my mind, it wasn't even close. Like Lamar, I mean, I can't remember Lamar's stat line, but it was ridiculous in the amount of yards ran. It was ridiculous in the interception to touchdown ratio. It was like, it was better than the years he won the MVP.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I think sometimes people get, what's that, voter fatigue or some nonsense they be talking about.
It's called the LeBron James effect.
I don't know about LeBron. Maybe the Jordan effect or whatever. You don't hear talking about no LeBron, man.
LeBron James effect.
That's literally what it's called. That's what it's called. It's named after.
All right, just a basketball trigger. I had to get it in.
You're right though. I understand. I think we understand what we're trying to say. Whatever.
But back to Jalen Hurts though. I think Jalen Hurts get too much credit, in my opinion. Like, I like Jalen Hurts, I do, but I think I put him in my top 10 when we did our QB rankings. I put him in my top 10, but he was like towards the bottom for a reason. But I don't think Jalen Hurts makes his guys better, if that makes sense. Like, I if he deserves he doesn't deserve any criticism because the way the team is played, it's a group thing. Like, he's not the only one playing bad on that team, but the offensive coordinator does get talked about more than Jalen Hurts for good reason because it's literally his fault because it's the exact same team from last year, the exact same offensive players. You added Tank Bigsby, who you traded for, don't even play him. So Will Shipley's getting snaps over this man. So I went offensive coordinator. And then you're down in the fourth quarter. Saquon's not on the field, but Will Shipley is. Make it make sense. Like, I don't get it.
Lou, defend your quarterback.
Okay. I see. This is the thing where I think the quarterbacks get too much credit for when you win, and too much, too much credit when you win. First of all, I like Jalen, but Jalen shouldn't have won MVP last year. That defense did something, had a historical performance. You know, I would have gave it to the team because that defense absolutely ran Patrick Mahomes and them up out the stadium.
I would have gave it to Cooper DeJean.
Huh?
I would have gave it to Cooper DeJean.
Okay. And
I don't know.
So yeah.
I think
to
he
be
had
honest
2
with
picks.
you, this year, what I see the difference is offensive line. So Saquon Barkley, then all of a sudden he can't play no more.
They do have injuries on the offensive line.
There you go.
Players retire, stuff like that.
And that's the answer to the question. Like, they gave Jalen too much credit when they won that Super Bowl. Offensive line, the defensive line and offensive line was responsible for them winning all them games last year. And that offensive line is not creating the same holes, not pushing people. They were throwing people about the club as last year. Now they can't even open the door.
I think Kellen Moore deserves all the credit for that Super Bowl run. Because me and Marcus both know Kellen Moore is a heck of an offensive coordinator. And y'all let this man walk out the building and hired and promoted somebody who didn't even touch Kellen Moore to be the offensive coordinator.
I agree. The offensive coordinator, what's his name? I can't even think his name now, but
Kevin Patullo.
Yeah, he trash, man. It's literally been, you can see it from early in the season until now. It's really getting a little bit better now.
I can't tell. I think it's because they played the Raiders. I can't tell.
The passing game looks a little bit better. I think A.J. Brown had like 3 straight games over 100 or something like that.
Yeah.
Finally, he's showing a little effort. I will put that out there. He don't play at 100% all the time. 100% speed. He take plays off a lot, and I don't think nobody talks about that like they do other receivers. But I will say, back to the quarterback position, I think Jalen Hurts took a lot of heat coming out of college. Mm-hmm. But I think once he got to the pros and kind of proved his worth, it went away for him. Strangely enough, and he has all the characteristics that the media don't like, but it went away. But you look at a guy like Lamar Jackson, who came in the league doing what he's doing now, and he's getting hated on. You got a guy like Russell Wilson, who can't catch a break from the media. Everything he does is amplified, and they, huh?
Oh no, I was agreeing with you. Keep going.
Yeah, everything he does is amplified to a degree, and then you put another quarterback in like Jackson Dart, and my eyes are looking at this game, and it don't look no better. But yet the media is saying, "Oh, he's the future. He's this and that." I'm not sure Jackson Dart's the answer for the New York Giants at quarterback.
Wow, that's a bold take, brother.
The dude don't look like a franchise quarterback to me. And it's one thing I hang my hat on. And I've said on the podcast before. I'm gonna say it again. I know quarterbacks. That dude ain't it. I'm standing on that. And if I'm New York, by all means, get a guy shot. But the season's out of hand. If you think he's the future, take him out. Put Russ in and see what he got left. See what it looked like the last couple games of the season. See if Russ need to come back. Go ahead.
But you say that, Marcus. Just want to say this: Jackson Dart evaluated for a concussion yesterday, fourth one of the season. So I think they will be having to put another quarterback in on Sunday.
Fourth concussion already.
Yep, and they can't blame this one. They can't blame this one on Dayball. So
it's gonna be 2 and number 2. You had something to say, Lou?
I was saying, Morgan, that was a very bold take. I don't disagree with you though. I feel like you absolutely. I feel like you was right. But to put Russ in now is to be is kind of to be an indictment on the decision you made to take him out. See, ain't nobody gonna want to expose that. Okay, I might have made a mistake and pulled them too early. Now the season out of hand, it's almost better that they keep it going, because say for instance you do put him in, and he turn around, because be honest, and I know he capable of lighting you up. Like you saw what he did to the Cowboys when he was protected. He was protected that game. He got the ball downfield. He can get the ball downfield. He can stretch the field. He actually stretched the field in Pittsburgh last year. And that was one of the things I saw with Pittsburgh that was strange to me. Everybody act like they surprised that Pittsburgh terrible this year. But I'm like, they were terrible last year. They had no running game last year. All the pressure was on Russ and George Pickens. I'm talking about they couldn't run block, couldn't pass block. Then they hollering about now Aaron Rodgers getting to see what it's like playing behind that offensive line. This year they can't pass block, can't run block. I felt like the defense was terrible last year. I saw
terrible this year.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But this is the danger when you blame one player for your franchise not being successful. Because you listen to the national media and out of Pittsburgh, we a quarterback away. We a quarterback away. You got Aaron Rodgers in there. Man, Aaron Rodgers spinning his back trying to throw pass behind his back trying not to get hit.
Is Aaron Rodgers getting the same amount of heat as Russell Wilson got last year?
Aaron Rodgers is not getting the same amount of heat because they had Justin Fields who won 2 straight games. Then they took him out. So I think you talking about for the Steelers
like,
last
is the
year?
media giving the blame to Aaron Rodgers like they did to Russell Wilson?
No, they're not. They're not, because I was saying, because I think they blame Russ because you had Justin Fields right behind them who won 2 straight games against 2 good teams, but they pulled him out to start Russ. I think that's why I think because people were saying if you got Justin Fields right there, if Russ is playing so bad, why don't they put in Justin Fields? But Mike Tomlin just kept putting in Russ. I think that's why Russ got so much heat last year and Aaron Rodgers not getting this year, because we know they're not going to put Mason Rudolph in.
But we've seen what Justin Fields is, so.
Russ
that's hindsight.
They got a 4 or 5 game win streak after they put him in after Justin Fields. Like, he struggled a little bit in that first quarter, but then the offenses, I think he outdo Joe Burrow for like 380 yards last year.
They did.
So, they kind of got a little hot with Russ, but they cool when the offensive line and the run game got more diminished.
They ran into the Eagles.
More dimensional.
Mm-hmm. They ran into the Eagles, Ravens.
Exactly.
I think they had Chiefs. They had like 4 or 5 crazy games in a row.
Exactly. The best teams in the league he played against. Now, I think he beat Joe Burrow the first time they made him, but that second time they lost. And then they played, you're right, Philadelphia.
They played Baltimore again.
Baltimore and the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. And like they should have went on a 4 or 5 game losing streak. with that defense, man, Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry probably still be running to the game and come to an end. They ran through the tunnel, I think.
It also, since we're about Steelers, it also doesn't help that you trade away your best defensive player. So, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Better than TJ Watt?
They did a good job of getting. I don't think he was gonna be the same after that Derrick Henry stiff arm he got in that playoff game.
Yes, Mark. Answer your question, Marcus. Yeah, better than TJ Watt.
Than TJ Watt.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
He owned a little something there, Marcus.
Yes. I was saying on yes.
Yeah. They own to a little something like that, right?
TJ Watt shouldn't have got paid.
Say it again, Ty.
His last name wasn't Watts. Now I don't know if he that bag would have got that big.
the recent bag, he deserved the last bag, but this recent bag, I don't think he really deserved it.
Yeah,
I'll let y'all have that.
That interior, like that line, that right up the middle where that linebacker and them D tackles at. I like Cam Haywood, but
he old.
Damn 40 though.
Yeah, he old.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, they get ran through, bro.
Well, they drafted a guy, so
Harmon
from Oregon last year.
Derek Harmon, who I wanted for the Chargers.
He's supposed to be taking his spot there.
Yeah, that's who I wanted, but they took him already.
But
man, these conversations get legs. We get the 1 point markers and we wind up on a whole nother thing. But we talk about the Giants and Russell Wilson. We wind up in Pittsburgh.
Going back to the Giants. They had Daniel Jones in the building. Building. Drafted him. Gave up on him. Media. Killed him.
Took him to the playoffs.
The organization were paying him. They let him go. He goes to Indy. What do we have now? Before the Achilles injury, we had an MVP candidate in Indiana Jones. So, who's at fault? The organization paid him. They wanted him there.
They cut him.
Obviously, they saw something.
They cut him too.
I think the media got to them and they got him out of there. Y'all thoughts?
I'll say this. Daniel Jones took them to the playoffs as a rookie. Let's not forget that. Quarterbacks just don't go to the playoffs as rookies like that. First off. And secondly, they cut Daniel Jones in the middle of the season. That's disrespectful. First off.
From pressure from the media.
Right. And let me ask y'all this. Who was blocking for Daniel Jones?
The same people that was blocking for Russell Wilson, they got him out of there in 3 games.
And then I thought about this. I know we asked about Daniel Jones, but I thought about this. I'm not mad they let Saquon go because you get to save the money. If you know you have no idea what you're gonna do, save your money. You should have just traded him, in my opinion. But you gotta do what you gotta do, whatever. But back to Daniel Jones. They gave up on Daniel Jones because everybody was saying he can't play, he can't do all this. He has bad vision. He throws interceptions. Well, hell, who he throwing the ball to? OBJ ain't there. Malik Neighbors just got there, and he was cut. So it's like, who is Daniel Jones going to throw the ball to? Darius Slayton? Y'all bet y'all can't even tell me what college Darius Slayton went to.
Nope. Man, y'all making very, very, very good points about the Giants. It was just as valid when I guess last year and this year, like a lot of they issues seem to be dependent on has to do with the offensive line. But you're right, Marcus. Russell didn't really get a fair shake. He had 2 games that he got absolutely hunted in against. First game of the season, offensive line blocked nothing. They had like a 55% pass rush on them. Then Chris Jones in that third game and the one in the middle against the Giants, when the offensive line performed well, they looked good. The good thing, I guess you can say, it looked like the offensive line has gotten a little bit better as the season went on, but not tremendously better. Like, no, I feel like the run game, they don't run block well, they don't pass block well. So it's just hard. A lot of quarterbacks thrive and perform better when they able to do play action. Yeah, ain't nobody selling out for the Giants running.
I also want to add this one piece in with Daniel Jones going to Indy. How the media has turned around and how he's now in favor with them. They love Daniel Jones now, but a couple years ago they hated him. And I think look at another situation over there in San Francisco. You got Matt Jones, kind of the same kind of thing. There's people out there talking about maybe he should be playing over Brock Purdy. Y'all, Lou, I'll start with you. Sure. Your opinion on how the media has switched over and your opinion on Matt Jones.
All right. I think I absolutely love what I saw from Mac Jones when he was in there. One, some of them games like he was injured, showed toughness, showed good pocket presence, delivered the ball. And I feel like Mac Jones actually has a better arm than the quarterback that's starting above him. I don't know if he is maybe as good, but he is, I say, far as price-wise, he better. You can fill out a better roster than all that money you can pay him. It's basically what I'm saying is Purdy is maybe like a better quarterback, but not when you when you balancing salary and what you call, man, with what I pay Purdy, I can have Jones as my quarterback. I can I can have that roster ripped right, like in contention. They gonna be Purdy gonna affect the team and stop them from being able to fill out their roster. Probably like when he was on his rookie deal, they were playing the Super Bowls or NFC championships. It's gonna be harder to do with how you done pay him. But I know you invest that money to him. They can't really do it. So the best thing you can hope is for Mac, if he wind up in a situation similar to the quarterback that's in Seattle now. That's when I noticed he was going to be a good quarterback a couple years ago before he got hot. Because he got his career rehabilitated with the 49ers. He went there. I saw him play, I believe it was Christmas. And, I mean, the Baltimore Ravens absolutely opened up a can on Brock Purdy. They beat him bad. And they beat him so bad, they took Purdy out the game and put Jones in. And Jones, I mean, he was firing that ball. And he was hitting them. He ain't leading to a comeback enough, but you get to see what he looked like with the 49ers. And now Darnold, I might have called him Jones, but now Darnold is down now in Seattle. He's actually looking pretty good. He looked very good in was it Detroit he was there last year?
Vikings.
Minnesota, that's it. That's what I meant. My bad.
Do you think Minnesota should have kept him?
Huh?
Do you think Minnesota?
I think Minnesota should have kept him. Kinda. I mean, it's like that. He had these moments where he's terribly inconsistent, but from a talent standpoint, he's a much better thrower of the ball than a lot of quarterbacks in the league. Darnold can stretch that thing out there, but much like you got them organizational issues in Cleveland, man, Jets set a whole different level of dysfunction when it comes to that quarterback play, man. Like, man, you want to look bad, man. You line up behind the Jets offensive line.
The Jets offensive line is gotten better. They got some weaknesses in the interior due to injury.
Well, they weren't good when Darnold was there.
No, they wasn't good.
and had no receivers.
Right.
Nope.
Right.
Or a running back.
Right. But yeah.
Before we get out of here, Lou, give me your top 5 quarterbacks and your top 5 overrated quarterbacks.
Ooh. God, brother. Top 5 quarterbacks. Lamar is number 1 for me. I ain't gonna be biased. I'm gonna go Man, I can't do it. I'm gonna go Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. What's that, 4?
That's 4.
And number 5.
Justin Herbert.
Man,
Justin.
I'm breaking my brain on number 5, man.
Oh, let me hear it.
Justin Herbert.
I can.
Justin Herbert.
Herbert got some things to prove to me. The guy in LA. The guy in LA.
We talking about offense. That's different.
Sam Stafford.
That's different.
Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. Okay.
So that's 5, and that's me being unbiased.
I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad.
And then you say my 5, who overrated?
Overrated.
I think I'm tired of people clamoring for Jackson Dart. I think he won 2 games, and New York acted like they got Patrick Mahomes, a young Patrick Mahomes there. Like, win some games. Then I was listening to let's see. So he's over. Let's see who else. I ain't real good with the overrated.
Let me throw some names.
I guess I can't get on him now because he winning. I ain't never really cared too much for the quarterback down there in Jacksonville, but I guess but he winning now. So I mean, but it took him a long time to win. So he's slightly overrated to me. Let's see who else.
Do you think Dak Prescott's overrated?
Slightly in the past, but I think Dak done got to the point where he done developed himself into a solid quarterback. Meaning, I think some of the stuff, but now I think I would say slightly. He's slightly overrated. But he's still a very good quarterback. I don't think he's in the category of those guys I named as far as Lamar's and all those. He's not that. And then too for the money he get paid, he overrated compared to what he get paid. How about that? But he's a good solid.
That's what I was looking for right there. Yep.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. Okay.
Yeah, let's see. What's that like 4?
One more. What about Kyler Murray?
I think they doing a hit piece on him right now because they up here losing every game and celebrating Jacoby Brissett. It's like he the best quarterback that came along in the last. Man,
so
stop.
In your opinion, this is another example of media bias?
Oh yeah, it's the media keeping him from playing. The media keeping Kyler Murray out. That's narrative driven.
I think it's coach driven too because they didn't draft him. So
that's what coaches do.
Yeah.
When coaches not winning, they look to throw somebody else on the bus, especially if they ain't come in with you. And so he being scapegoated right now.
Okay.
But I think he probably ain't as healthy as he need to be either. So.
Yeah, that's true too.
But yeah. But let's see. I do one underrated then because I can't think of a 4. What you call?
So who's underrated?
Huh?
Who's underrated?
Well, I think they put a hit piece on Russell career this year. That's my personal opinion, and I think it's been a little narrative driven for a long time. I don't see.
I go back to Seattle.
I don't see how the media takes shots at him. I think some of that stuff be a little uncalled for. Critique his play. He had 2 games where he looked terrible.
I blame Sean Payton.
The offensive line looked terrible too, though. And he had 1 game where he looked exceptional throwing the football. So I think that's a little narrative driven. New York media and how they get down. New York, to me, they notorious for being armchair quarterbacks. They know everything that's supposed to be done and how it's supposed to be done. But if so, they would be doing it. And it's like I said, I just have a problem in general how they cover them. Like as far as it's darn near bullying. Sometimes I see it. Then I seen Damian Woodner sitting up there, like I said, laughing along with them. With them guys, they had half the career. Nobody ever makes jokes or laugh about Eli Manning and those guys. they come to the defense of people who champions, and you know, it's a certain level of prestige to go with how you handle them. He gets no break on none of that. I think they kind of. I personally think it's some jealousy there, like, you know, because to be honest, with some of them guys who they lay their head next to at night is a liability, a depreciating asset. That's something they got to pay for and take care of the rest of their life. They got to feed, clothe. You know, the person Russell lay his head next to every night, you know what I'm saying? She appreciating that shit. Like, she can go make her own money, do, you know what I'm saying? And I think some of them might be a little jealous or something like that, because I'm telling you, man, like Birdman say, they need to put some respect on it. All three of them need to put some respect on his name.
Let me ask you about this quarterback before we wind it down. Your opinion on Drake May?
Oh, I don't know how I missed that. You know he overrated me. He untested. They had a cakewalk. They had a cakewalk of a schedule. A cakewalk of a schedule. And the first time they met somebody that's ready to play, they lost last night to Josh Allen and them. But
they beat that team already. They beat that team already.
I think he has an exception. I think he got exceptional future. I really do think he has an exceptional future. But I think he's getting a little too much too soon though. You know, it might be some growing pains in the playoffs.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
All right. Since we own it, let's go. It's 5 more quarterbacks. All the second year guys. Your opinion on Caleb Williams?
I love his development. And another thing the media hate to do is talk about young quarterbacks. Jayden Daniels, I just got to go and say he looked terrible this year, but he been hurt a lot. But I think he might have played like 5 or 6 games.
Also has
none of them been good. I'm not sure how many he played, but he ain't looked good in those games. But you know, the national media don't like talking about young quarterbacks. But sometimes they don't play. CJ Stroud had games when he ain't look good. I like CJ. He good. I feel like he's solid and he's gonna be great in the future. But I feel like Jayden Daniels has not looked good this year. Not to say he ain't gonna be a good quarterback though, because I really believe in his talent.
So Caleb Williams,
sometimes you just gotta be gotta be consistent and fair.
Are you putting Caleb Williams over Jayden Daniels
this year?
Yeah.
Caleb Williams over Jayden Daniels
this year.
Oh yeah, this year Caleb year, last year Jayden year.
Okay. Are you putting Caleb Williams over Drake May?
Good question. Nah, Drake may look good, but I don't know if he didn't play the he seemed to be in very good command of the offense up there with the Patriots. So I have to sort of lean, but long term, I say for as the ceiling, we're talking ceiling here. I don't think Drake.
Everyone put it.
I don't think he has the upside or the talent that Caleb, the skill set. Drake May ain't got the skill. The skill. His ceiling's not as high as those. Drake May's ceilings is not as high as those guys. They are more talented than he is. But you know, talent ain't everything. Sometimes it matters what you got around you as far as blocking, pass catching. I think what's that guy name got the baby with Cardi B up there? I think he has been very good for Diggs, that's him, Stephon. He has been very good for him. You know, and just even Vrabel. You know, I wasn't happy when OJ Mayo and them or whoever his name is got fired. You know, I feel like he didn't have the time to, but it's actually proven to be a fairly good decision. But I like when people get opportunity, then you see this opportunity too, because for people, opportunities are fleeting. He might not get that opportunity again or whatever. So, but I would say it's very impressive what Mayo is doing this year.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm turning into Sam on here. But go ahead.
Last question. 2 guys dealing with injuries, second-year quarterbacks, J.J. McCarthy and Michael Penix Jr. Your opinion?
Man, getting these questions for me, man. Your question's good.
That's our job. That's a job, man. That's a job.
Listen, Michael Penix Jr. I say McCarthy, the sample size too small because he's been hurt. He was hurt all last year, and probably about 80% of the time this year. So the jury's still out. I don't know what they got.
So is that a concern with him?
Absolutely. What they say, availability. If what they say, availability is your best ability, then they done made terrible decisions when it comes to requesting the franchise to him. but who the other cat we was talking about?
Michael Penix.
Michael Penix. Man, that dude gonna have. I hate to say this, but that man now, he gonna be in a walker by the time he about 45, man. I don't know how much more you can break on the man.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
It's funny because it's true.
That's not funny.
I'm just saying, man. That man has
no ill will on nobody.
But as far as the talent and the arm,
what arm?
He'll be. It's a beautiful thing to watch, man. But I'm telling you, that man gonna have to get some titanium, some plastic, some rods. They gonna have to hold him together, brother. Cause like I said, it was somebody I said like who was that? Patrick Mahomes. I was saying he probably 30, about 29, but the amount of games he done played, he about 35. Well, that cat there, the amount of, I don't know how old Penix is. If he might be about 25, but as far as his body now,
he like 33.
We talking, but no, we 44. He up there with what this man that just came back for this one game. Man, Phillip Rivers ain't got that many injuries, man.
Sure don't.
I think he might have had about 3 ACLs, shoulder.
Mm-hmm. So I think this is your final list then. So you got Williams at the top.
Who?
Caleb Williams.
Okay.
Then you had Jaden Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we forgot about Bo Nix. Where you putting Bo Nix?
Don't talk about Bo Nix, man.
Okay, so we got Drake May.
Man, let me tell you, man, Bo Nix, man, he is a great benefit of exceptional defensive play and offensive line play. He done improved a lot as far as being a more consistent passer, but that's a Super Bowl caliber. That's a Super Bowl caliber infrastructure. But
so you think Nix is just a product of his environment, basically?
To a degree, but I mean, I don't love him. I think he's athletic, more athletic than credit. I think he make big time throws. But as far as, I feel like he don't always make the simple play. Like sometimes you just need to drop back and hit your foot and throw one on target. He more of an off schedule guy. When I see him doing well, it's off schedule, and it's a lot of athletic ability there. That I think he's an underrated athlete that's a playmaker, more so than he ain't Joe Burrow type. You imagine what that team would look like with a Joe Burrow? You wouldn't be able to play him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they go up there like, man, they go up there, man, they put 75 points on you or something, man. Then you wouldn't be able to score. Like, so I think he's much more of a liability, a product of, it's sort of similar to how he feels about Jalen Hurts.
Interesting. So who's better, Nix or Hurts?
Man, Hurts is a Super Bowl champion. And he happened to be. Never mind.
Talk about product of your environment.
You see what I'm saying?
Tyler, do you agree?
I think Nix is better, but when you talk about product of your environment, Jalen Hurts is definitely a product of his environment.
Is that a poll question? I mean, is that a poll question?
I think it is.
Are we really asking who's better, Bo Nix or Jalen Hurts? Wow.
I know who better for me. I know who a champion too.
I think I'll be honest. I'll probably take Jalen Hurts too.
That's fair. It's fair. We got a bigger sample size, but hey.
Yeah, that's what it's coming down to, sample size.
But the Nuggets, the Broncos are in first place, clinched first place yesterday. So
okay. So what's y'all opinion? What's y'all opinion of Knicks then? What you like about them?
Mama said if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Y'all just got me up here upsetting everybody that's gonna be watching this thing. Man, it's a good thing. Well, it's been nice visiting you guys.
They know how we feel. We talked about it before.
I'm not a Bo Nix guy. I do think he does deserve to be in the league. I would say that. So
I mean, he's a starting quarterback.
What'd he say?
He's a starting quarterback.
Okay, I get that. He ain't doing nothing to lose the job, but like I said, you know what I'm saying? It's like coming into something that's ready made though, man. That thing there is like when Russ showed up in Seattle. Like you can't get a better defense to play behind. And then with the offense, all you asking is not to lose the game. Make a big play here every now and then. A lot of them games, Bo Nix don't even win until the fourth quarter. You know why? Because he's terrible the first three. No, I'm just.
That's all we got. Hope y'all enjoyed the little round table discussion right there on quarterbacks. We try to cover as many people in the league as we could. Tell us what you think in the comments. Who's better, Jalen Hurts, Bo Nix? Which quarterback has a higher upside? Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams? Who throws the best deep ball in the league? Russell Wilson, Drake May. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. Has the league scapegoated on the corporate quarterbacks? Has Kyler Murray got a fair shake? Did Russell Wilson get a fair shake? Has the media completely turned face on quarterbacks like Indiana Jones and Matt Jones? Should Minnesota have kept Sam Darnold? Y'all let us know in the comment section. Yeah.